Now that the base is done, I'm working on using the digitals to cover this journal. So I've taken the A4 size printed papers and I've just printed them on 160 GSM, and I've cut them in half, and I've just used one of these little decorative corner punches to add a little bit of detail onto the corners here. This one is just like that, and then this one I've added a little bit of the Inca Gold around the edges, and I've also done that on the inside cover, and I've cut a piece for this lift up flap, and all I did to mirror the same edge along here was I placed it with paper clips, placed my whole sheet of paper with paper clips onto the right hand side, and I just drew a pencil line and cut it, and once I'd done that, then I trimmed the top so that it would sit under that first score line there. I've folded these are the colouring pages, and they fit beautifully into this back pocket there. And I've cut out all of the small pieces of ephemera, and I've put together the coin envelopes, and in this one I've put all of the page tabs. I've cut out all of the other little tags and tabs, and there's some of the larger tags. There's the postcards. I've cut some of them with a white border and some of them without. And I've got all of these pieces. I wanted to make, these will be flip over page. I think I'll make them, put magnets onto the bottom of them and make them belly bands, so they'll have a magnet either side and probably a pocket. And then I've just put a piece of fabric. I've also gone through and use the Inca Gold on the edges of these. I'll see if I can get the camera to pick that up. So there's gold around the edges, so I've got a couple of those. There's another one ready to make. On the smaller tags, I've chosen some of them and I've put the glossy accents onto the elephants. That gives them a nice 3D effect, and I've turned those into hidden paper clips. So there's 3 of them done, and all I've done on these is I've cut, let me show you on an envelope, I've cut the front part is slightly shorter than the back so that it's really easy just to tuck on. So I've got some hidden paper clips. I've also got some of these little black coin envelopes, and again I've just edged that tag with the Inca Gold. So there's one with the Inca Gold and there's one without. It just makes, I think it makes a nice difference. And I've also put my signatures together. So I've used all of the bonus papers and the papers from the book, and I've put some signatures together. The small coin envelopes I've also put together, and I've put the circles and the hearts in those so that they're ready for the user to decorate the journal. And I'm just clipping that on for the moment with a paper clip. So there's that one, and there's the other one there. Oh, these ones have the hearts in it. I may still use those myself before I finish this journal, which I'm going to put for sale. So there's my 4 signatures. Everything's cut out. I found this is just a black fabric I'm repurposing from a Christmas box, and I'm just going to put mine on and wrap it and tie it, so it will just be a loose one. But if you wanted to, you could always have this go, put this on first, that's the back of the journal, and have that go around and glue that on, and then you could tie that on the front like that. but I think I'm just going to leave it loose. I haven't made my mind up about that yet. And all that's really left from the whole kit, I've got a few extra pages that just made it a little bit too bulky. So I'll show you with the signatures in. So there's going to be two signatures will be stitched in on that side, and that's two signatures, and two signatures will be stitched. So on this thicker one, they'll be stitched to the, so half of it will be left free to fold closed. The other two will be stitched at the top of that. And so at the moment, when you look at the journal now, that's a nice size. If I added these extra papers in, it just got it got completely full, and I still want to add some decoration. So I've just left them out, but I haven't stitched things in. I'm not going to stitch these signatures in until I've decorated them, and then I can add or remove pages as needed. And so all that's left is a couple of the pages, a couple of extra journal pages that I printed, and a few things that actually got stuck in the printer. So for example, this one, I will use that. I'll make a pocket or something out of that. So a couple of times that happened, I had a little paper jam in my printer. So that's really the whole paper pack used, and I'll come back and show you. I'll glue all of these cover pages down and add these ephemera bits in, and I will come back and do a quick flip through of the finished journal.